Today on Free Field Training, we are taking a look at the ASP 21-inch Infinity Baton. It is an extendable baton designed for police and security work. A lot of people asked me in my original duty belt video about individual items on that duty belt and things that I hadn't covered in great depth, and this was one of those things. I would be remiss if I didn't say that a lot of people misunderstand the extendable baton in the context of modern law enforcement. This is not designed to take the place of a massive 3-foot-long riot baton at all. If you think about batons in the context of a riot baton being like a shotgun or a rifle, like we know we're going to a fight, and an extendable baton like a handgun, maybe even a backup handgun, where we didn't know we were going to a fight, but we find ourselves in the middle of it and we need something, it makes a lot more sense. These don't work in the method that you typically see in the training classes where it's like, get back, get back, get back. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to use it in that way. Where these come into their own is, one, as just a portable stick to carry around. Need to stretch your back? Extendable baton. Need to reach something off a tall shelf? Extendable baton. Need something to swing around so that people get back? Extendable baton. Need to grab a whole lot of attention in a big hurry? Shashunk! Extendable baton. These things are great for those applications. Are they perfect for everything? No, but none of our intermediate use of force tools really are. What I like about the ASP version is that it can extend and retract easily without beating it off the ground. It has a little button in the back, and in order to close the baton, you push the button and the baton closes up. To extend it, you can either do the whole wrist flick thing, or you could just push the button and push it down into your side or the ground or your thigh or anything else. It's a really easy tool to live with. It doesn't weigh a whole lot, especially compared to those big 3-foot-long wooden batons that are really useful for hitting people with. And it deploys very, very easily, so it's an easy thing to live with. This version is pretty much a standard size for law enforcement. It sits between the 16-inch minimum size ones and the 36-inch long, massive, ridiculous, extendable riot baton things that we've shown on the channel before. It's kind of a sweet spot that I like. It's big enough where it draws attention and it gives me some reach to get things off of shelves, and not so big where it's unwieldy to have on my belt all the time. This has a replaceable steel tip on it, so you can heat this up and replace this tip. Let's say it gets a little janky from dropping on concrete or something like that. You can get those tips off. And then the back of this is an aluminum cap. You can see that's the end that I stretched up a whole bunch. And the baton's disassemblable for maintenance in case you want to get some oil in there, especially if you've been out directing traffic for 7 or 8 hours in the pissing rain or a snowstorm or something like that. The baton is very easy to service. So is it the most effective thing in the world? Nah. As a striking tool, probably not. But if you need to stick something between the spokes of a crackhead's bicycle to keep him from riding away on you, works really well. If you need to get something into a door jamb when someone opens a door so they don't just slam it straight back shut before you can get your whole body in there, the extendable baton works pretty well. And if you're facing 2 or 3 drunks at the end of a house party or at a bar, after there's already been a shooting and they don't want you back behind the bar or some other crazy shenanigans, ideas that they get in their heads, and they think they're going to beat you up, being the sober one with a stick can be a real big advantage when otherwise you would be just going with the fisticuffs, right? Like, wrestling is great until you try to wrestle more than one guy. So that is free field training for this week. That is the ASP Infinity 21-inch baton. There's going to be a link for this down in the description down below. Until next week, you guys be safe and take care of each other. That's been your free field training for today. While you're here, check out one of the other videos that we made, or down here, subscribe so you can see more. Or you could check out Patreon, where you can see how you can get your name put on the videos, like all these fine folks over here. I'll see you guys next time.